Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Cliusnra Beauty LED ring light, and this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful, I'll put a link to this on Amazon in the description, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this says, for makeup and live stream, Beauty LED ring light, ultra thin design, stylish appearance, 360 degree flicker free light source, wide angle light distribution, USB power supply. So here's the stand. We have the phone holder. This is a swivel mount. Here's the ring light, the USB cable, and here are the controls for the light. This comes with a Bluetooth remote control. Comes with a battery. The battery it takes is a CR2032. So this has a button for iOS and one for Android. So here's the little tripod. Opens up like this. Has little rubber feet on it. It doesn't grip a tremendous amount. So should work on flat surfaces, but if you had this on a sloped surface, it could potentially slide down. Okay, so the ball mount goes on the tripod, like so. Then that goes into the bottom of the ring light. And this is all using 1/4-20 threads, so that's a standard tripod thread. There. And then the phone mount screws into the middle of the ring light, like so. And this has a ball mount on it also. This looks similar to ones I've seen on cell phone mounts for cars. I'm guessing it's probably the same size. It just clips on like so, and then you tighten down this nut to tighten it so it doesn't rotate anymore. And this has a spring mount on it. So you want this to be mounted in the middle of your ring. This is a stand-in phone. I'm actually recording with the phone I would record with. So that clamps in like so. Then I can tighten it down. Like that. So I'll plug this USB into my power adapter. So this would take a phone charger. You could use a battery pack, you could plug it into your car, you could plug it into a wall outlet that has USB. There's lots of options for this. You can plug it into a computer. I have this USB charger here. Plug it in there. And this will tell us how many amps it's drawing. So I'll turn it on. So it says 2.23 amps. So that turns it on and off. Let me readjust my camera here. Then we have cycle. So that's changing the color temperature. So this is kind of a white. This is a softer color. This is a cooler color. And then we have plus or minus to lower the brightness. So I have this all the way down. I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in and see if it retains the setting. Okay, so that does not. Let me turn it down and turn it off. And turn it back on. So it does retain the setting as long as it's plugged in. So I'm not going to say if that's good or bad for anyone. You need to determine if that's a feature you like or not, or if you need. So it seems like when you unplug it, you do need to reset the setting on it. There aren't a tremendous number of settings on here, so it's not too difficult to change the setting. So looking at the specs here, it says the material is ABS, the power is 10 watts, charging port is USB, the LED lamp beads is 120 pieces, the power supply mode is DC 5 volts 2 amps, and the size is 26 by 39 centimeters. And this is everything it came with. I showed that in the video here. So here's a side view. So you can loosen this up and switch it to a vertical orientation. If you're doing certain types of streaming, that might be ideal. Or you can do it horizontal. So one thing I like about this thus far is that this uses a 1/4 thread. So I have this like clamp device here. You could thread that in there and clamp it to something. You could also use a suction cup mount. You could hook this up to just a general tripod. So it's very versatile in that respect. Now the way this threads into here, you can't just put another phone mount on here unless it has the same type of thread. Most of them would have a female thread in them. So if you wanted to use something different, you could get a 1/4 bolt and cut it off and just use it as a little stud here to join two pieces if you wanted a different setup than this clamp. So I'm going to take my phone out of my current stand and I'll stick it in here and we'll do some recording to see how it looks. Okay, I have my phone hooked into here. I'll turn this on. So this is the white mode, this is the soft mode, and this is the cool mode. I'll turn it up all the way. Let's go into the white mode. So this is white with the full brightness. I don't have any makeup to put on. If I did, I'd probably try it because I think people might want to see it for that. We'll turn that, let's see the lowest setting. This is the lowest setting. So these aren't just for makeup, they're also for just looking at things when you don't want shadows. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll use it how I generally use my ring lights. Okay, I have this whole thing turned around. As you can see, if I put my hand here, there's not much shadow. There's a little shadow behind here, but there's not a lot of shadow. Let me turn this off. And you can see it's not lit very well. I'll turn it back on. There it's lit quite a bit better. Sorry about all the cables hanging down here. So here we can look at this knife. You can see it's well lit. I'll turn it off. We have shadows on the bottom. Pair of pliers. So I think this is a pretty slick little ring light. I like the versatility of all the tripod mounts on it, so you could configure it in different ways. I think this is a nice size because it's portable. You could carry it with you. You could pack this in a suitcase easily. I could see using this if I was doing a car repair video and I didn't want to get my big ring light out. I could take this and I could clamp it to something with my tripod clamp mount. I could potentially use suction cup mount if I was doing certain things with it, or I could use my small tripod. So this is how I had it set up here. You could potentially invert this and put it forward of the light too. You could test both ways and see how it works. So I haven't put the battery in the remote yet, but I have a similar remote. It looks identical, so I assume it's from the same manufacturer. And if you turn this on, the little blue light will flash and it will pair up. It can take a second to pair up. So you can turn this on and go into your Bluetooth and choose it, but I've done that previously, so it's already paired up. And then you just hit the button to take a picture. I can't do that right now because it will stop this video. So that's the Cliusnra 10.2-inch LED selfie ring light. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.